Hey my beautiful Capricorn peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your July 2022 tarot reading. How are you guys? I hope you guys are well. Before we start today's video, if you guys want to check out the Looking Inward candle, definitely feel free to. This is going to be in the first link in the description box down below. If you guys also want to get a chance to win this candle for free, there is a giveaway in the description as well. Feel free to check that out and you may potentially be a lucky winner. But without a further ado, Cappy, let's see what we got going on here for your month of July 2022. All right, what information can we provide here for the zodiac signs of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, throughout their July 2022? What information do we got showing up here for Team Cappy? Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout July 2022. Let's go ahead and check it out. First card out for you guys is going to be the Three of Wands. Moving on to the next cards that we have for you, we also have here the Seven of Swords. And then lastly for you, Capricorn, what do we got? And we got here the Two of Swords. So feeling a little bit challenged here, feeling a little bit at a crossroads. I think that there is some guilt that's potentially surrounding these crossroads as well. You know, when you have the energy of the Three of Wands here, Three of Wands usually represents waiting for your ships to come in, waiting to see what's on the other side. But also with the Seven of Swords here to the Two of Swords, it could represent that you're feeling a little bit challenged, you're feeling stuck. Maybe you're potentially feeling guilty about a certain decision that is going to be made or is already made here moving throughout your month ahead. Let's go ahead and grab some clarification cards. Why do we got here the Seven of Swords? Tell me about this feeling of guilt. Why is Capricorn potentially feeling guilty jumping into this month? And what do we have? We have here the Lovers. So this is definitely in reference to a connection that you value. You know, whether that connection be romantic, whether that connection be family, whether it be friends, whether it be somebody that you're just super close to, there is a situation arising towards somebody that you have a pretty well-established connection with. Could be a Gemini for a few of you, because we do have here the Lovers. And I think that that's why it's so tricky. It's very tricky to handle situations when there's not good energy between you and somebody that you care about, especially when you feel like you're at your wit's end with somebody that you care about because you're constantly reminded of the past, of the good times, of the good moments that you've shared with this individual. But when you're confronted with the reality of how things are now, that's what can make it very confusing, and that's what can make it essentially very rough to go through, you know? Let's have a look here at the Three of Wands. Why do we got the Three of Wands showing up here for Capricorn? And what do we got? We got here the Star card. So you've been hopeful that maybe things would turn around and things would change. It could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with here as well. So as far as what I'm gathering here, Capricorn, it's like you're at your wit's end with somebody and you don't know what to do about it because there's a part of you that wants to go. There's a part of you here that wants to end whatever connection this may be. But then there's another part of you here that is hopeful that things will turn around and that you'll move back into a positive direction. So the Three of Wands could be established as the energy of waiting, hoping that there will be some sort of turnaround. Tell me the current circumstances here between Capricorn and whomever this person is. What is the current circumstances between Capricorn and whomever this person is? We got here the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, circumstances here are a little bit rough. Definitely feels like there's a lot of lack. Definitely feels here that there's a lot happening, a lot changing. Fives are typically the number synchronicities that represent change. So it's not even just normal, plain old change either. It's pretty massive change. You know, the person you're dealing with, maybe their personality isn't the same. Maybe what they're bringing to the table isn't the same. Or you may potentially feel here too that what your person's bringing to the table is not even much at all. So as far as what I'm getting here for you, Capricorn, there is definitely a big change in somebody that you have a very, very close relationship to. All right, let's go ahead and have a look here and see what's going on in your surroundings, Capricorn. All right, so what information do we have here surrounding Capricorn, please, throughout their July 2022? What's going to be going on in the surroundings here for Capricorns? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have here the Universe, we have here the Justice card, and then we also have here as well the Seven of Cups followed up with the Tower. Yep, massive changes, especially when you see that Tower card jumping in here as well. Scorpionic energy, we also have Libra energy, and we do have here also Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or Leo energy being present as well. So the Justice card here all the way to the Universe. You do feel like you're pretty justified here, Capricorn, to end whatever this is. Whether it be a friendship of many years, a relationship of many years, you definitely feel justified in your own to step away from somebody, especially with their recent behavior and their change in behavior. But the Seven of Cups doesn't make it easy. It makes it tricky because there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of unanswered questions that you have that you wish you could have the answers to. There's definitely a big lack of clarity that's showing up here for you guys moving throughout this month. I think that you will wonder why this person changed, or you wonder why the dynamic of your relationships changed and why things are different. You know, you wish you can come to the full conclusion, but you're having a pretty hard time figuring out what that full conclusion is. And with the Tower card coming into play, you know, you are having an awakening, you are having an aha moment that this isn't really serving you anymore. And I only think that the only thing that's continuing to tie you to whatever this connection is the good times that were shared. Because the reality of what's happening now between you and whomever this is very different than what the past used to be. You know, there were great times in the past which created a very solidified connection. It was built on a very solid foundation, but looking at the present moment, the foundation's cracked. There is no solid foundation anymore, and things are changing. The person is changing. The relationship as a whole is changing, and it just doesn't feel very good. You know, the only thing that's still holding this relationship together is the original foundation, but like I've mentioned, over time, it's still remaining to crack. So looking at the surroundings here of what's going on, you're surrounded with knowing that you're justified here in walking away, but you're also surrounded with a lot of confusion because you wish you had the answers to acknowledge why things are changing, why they are changing, and why, not necessarily why, but more so what went wrong to cause this. You know, what was the spark that cracked the foundation that allowed the Tower here to fall? Okay, let's go ahead and have a look here individually on how you're handling this, Capricorn. How are my Capricorns handling this, moving throughout their July 2022? How are they handling this situation? And what do we have? We have here the Knight card. Moving on forward from that, we also have here the Page of Cups, and we have here the Six of Cups. 100%. So, Page of Cups showing up in this situation, you know, really wishing that what you could do is smooth things over, really wishing that things could be good. You know, I wish that if I had the ability to smooth things over with this person and to make things right, I wish I could do it. I just don't know how, is where you're getting at here, Capricorn. You know, with the Knight card showing up over here, you're in a position where this month you're trying to slow down, you're trying to figure things out, you're trying to keep a positive morale and a positive outlook, but you acknowledge that it's not the same as what it was with the Six of Cups over here. It's like the past here is very different than what I'm experiencing today with this person. And I would love to smooth things over. I would love to take out the time to do everything that I can to be in a good energy and a good position with them, but you still feel like you're at a loss. Let's get one more card over here, and we have here the Five of Swords. You're very stressed out about this. You're very frustrated. You know, there's no answer to why they're behaving the way they are, and there's no possible solution here that you feel like you can come up with. So you definitely feel here, Capricorn, like you're getting backed into a wall to have to make the decision of, maybe I should let them go. Let's have a look at who you're dealing with, though, Capricorn, and what they're feeling about this whole situation. So how is Capricorn's person feeling about the way things are going within the relationship that they share? Let's get some information on that. How is Capricorn's person feeling over here? And what do we have? We have here the Ten of Wands. So they feel very burdensome. They feel very tired and worn out. King of Swords over here. And then lastly, we got here a Two of Cups. So your person here feels like there is a wedge and a split in the relationship that the both of you have. With the King of Swords showing up, it could be a card of determination, but it also could be a card too of somebody here who is very much so not willing to be vulnerable. It could represent a person who's wearing armor, or represent a person here who's in the energy of self-preservation and protection. You know, your person may be overwhelmed with a lot happening in their life, but at the same time, it doesn't seem to me like they're managing it or dealing with it, and maybe that could be a big factor of what's affecting the relationship that you both share. Give me some insight onto the Ten of Wands. Why do we have the Ten of Wands here? And we have here the Five of Wands. Yeah, whoever this is you're dealing with and connecting with, they have a lot that's on their plate. But why take it out on Capricorn, if that's the case? And we got here the Death card, because they don't know how to change. They don't know how to escape the situation. They don't know how to work through the situation here with the High Priestess. They also feel that sharing what it is that they may be going through is something that's really hard for them to do. I think whoever this is you are dealing with probably has a hard time being vulnerable right now. Maybe that's not how it always was, but I'm definitely seeing them having issues with communicating and with kind of confronting their reality of what they're undergoing and what it is that they're experiencing. And remember, just because somebody's going through something doesn't give them the justified right to treat anybody in a negative manner or a negative way. But I do see that they're having a very hard time dealing with their own issues, and I do see it bleeding into the relationship that the both of you have. Does the person that Capricorn's dealing with, do they feel or understand, per se, how their actions are reflecting upon the relationship that them and Capricorn have? And we have here the Six of Wands. I don't think they recognize the impact that they're making here. I feel like with the Six of Wands showing up in this position, they're like, me and Capricorn are fine. Like, we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to be, fine. We're still two peas in a pod here. I think whoever this is you're dealing with doesn't understand how they've been behaving is necessarily affecting you. Is Capricorn still hopeful here? Or what is Capricorn overall feeling about this entire situation? And we got here the Eight of Pentacles, and we got here the Four of Swords. Yeah, you're really stuck here, Capricorn, between wanting to work on this and then wanting to completely cut it off. Because you're tired here. Look at that Four of Swords over there. This person is tired. Very, very tired. You really are at your wit's end here. There is that side of you, Capricorn, that does want to work this through, but you're finding it very difficult to have the motivation to maintain this type of relationship. So as far as what I'm gathering, Cappy, it's like coming into the beginning of this month, right? Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, Two of Swords. You have a choice to make, and there's a part of you that feels really guilty if you were to walk away from this person because of all the great times you've shared. And when you look into the past, you've had a great relationship. You take a trip down memory lane, there's a lot of great moments with this person, but when you look at what's going on today, you're not liking the behavior that you're receiving. You're not liking the energy of feeling taken for granted. You're not liking the energy of feeling like somebody here is not treating you the way that they should be. And when we look into what's going on with your person, it really has nothing to do with you at all, Capricorn. I don't feel like they have anything negative against you. I don't feel like there's any issue personally with you, but it does feel to me like they have a lot of personal issues. And because they have so many personal issues and they don't know how to deal with it, those personal issues tend to bleed into the relationship that the two of you have via this person projecting their attitude onto you. And you really feel frustrated with it. And it's also really frustrating too because you are pretty open to this individual. You were always there for them whenever you needed to be. You feel like you have also said too repeatedly that you are openly here for this individual, but they haven't used that outlet. They haven't talked to you. They haven't been open with you. And I think that's what's super frustrating for you as well. Because Capricorn, you're in this position to where it's like, okay, you can talk to me, but you choose not to. And then when you're in a bad place, you choose to take that out on me, which has nothing to do with me. So you have the opportunity to talk to me. You have the opportunity to open up. You have the opportunity to lean on somebody if you need to. But instead, you allow that to mess with your energy, and then you take all that negativity out on me, even when it has nothing to do with me, right? So that's where your true frustration is coming in here, Capricorn. And it's like, I don't know how much more I can take here. Because I also, in a way, do feel taken for granted. Because I can do a million things for you whenever you would need me, whenever I present it to, or whenever I present the offer to be there for you, but you choose not to. You choose not to talk to me. You choose not to open up to me. And then when you need something from me, I'm still there for you. But at the same time, when it comes towards anything that I'm feeling, when it comes towards any sort of problems that I'm going through, you don't really feel like it's vice versa. Especially because whomever this is you're dealing with has so much on their plate with their own problems, they're not putting themselves out there to be there for you as well, Capricorn. All right. Let's see where things are going to be going from here throughout the rest of the month. Where are things going to be going here between Capricorn and this person throughout the rest of their July 2022. First two cards out, we got here the Queen of Cups, and we got here the King of Pentacles. So, Queen of Cups here, King of Pentacles. Capricorn, I think that the King of Pentacles here is just your energy of saying, look, I feel like I've done everything that I could. I have put myself out there as much as I can, but I need to ground myself right now and recognize that I just can't keep putting myself out there and extending myself consistently if you're not willing to take the help that I have to provide. Why keep doing something for someone who isn't opening up, who isn't appreciating it, who isn't interested, you know? It's like throwing an empty hook or throwing an entire hook of bait at a fish who's just not hungry, right? That's essentially the energy that you feel like you're getting into. We also do have here the Hangman, and then let's get 2 more cards. We also have here the Emperor. Never mind, we have 3. We got the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun card. So as far as where I'm seeing things going from here, Capricorn, you know, we got here the King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Then we got here the Hangman followed up with the Emperor. It's like I'm not in control of this situation. The only person I'm in control of is myself. And if you and I are going to move forward with the relationship that we have, there are things that you need to confront within yourself. There are things that you need to figure out in order to be happy with me again. You know, I feel like that's where you're going to leave it at with the person you're dealing with. It's like, look, there's only so much I could do. I'm done extending myself. I feel like I've done everything I could. I need you to figure your shit out. And if you figure it out and you feel good again and you want to work on a relationship again and get back to that happy, positive place, we can do that. But if you feel like you are not in a position to where you are able to get through your problems, and you especially don't want me to be there for you, I'm going to be taking my space here. So Capricorn, I think you guys are you're leaning more towards taking space right now and having your person kind of figure their stuff out first, because you're acknowledging if I can't be of help to them because they don't want it, they have to be the only ones that are going to be able to help themselves. And I'm not happy with how they've been behaving, especially when they're going through this rough patch. So I'd rather just kind of distance and do me and hope that it all works out in the end, you know? And I think that's all you can do, right? If somebody doesn't want to be helped, you can't necessarily help that person. All right, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the overall outcome. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Team Capricorn, please, throughout July 2022? And what do we have? We have here the 10 of Cups. Nice. I like that. Because the 10 of Cups here, Capricorn, is a change in perspective, you know? I'm choosing to be happy. I'm choosing to focus on me. I'm choosing to focus on the good stuff. And I don't want this situation to get me down any more than it already has. So you started off in the beginning of the month here feeling like you were at your wit's end and incredibly confused about what to do. But the answer is going to become very clear to you as you progress throughout July 2022. The answer is that everything that they got going on doesn't really have much to do with you, and it has more of everything to do with them. And if somebody here isn't wanting to be helped, you can't put your energy out there and help them. And even though you missed how they used to be, you missed this real individual that you loved and cared for, and that you still do love and care for, because granted right now, how they're feeling and what they're dealing with has turned them into pretty much a different person. And you miss that old person that you had such an amazing connection and relationship with, and I'm sure they'll come back at some point. But you're like, if I can't be of help to you right now, if I can't be of service to you right now, and if it's not going to help our relationship right now, trying to focus on helping you and fixing our problems, it's like the only thing I can do is really offer you the space. And you're hoping that this space and this time will definitely treat this person well and treat the relationship well. So coming out of this at the end of the month, it's like, look, all I can do right now is focus on my happiness, right? All I can do right now is focus on my fulfillment, the things in life that I want to put good energy into, and into just being in a very positive place and being in a good place, you know? The only thing I can really do is do me. If you're not willing to contribute to the relationship we share, if you want to get through your problems on your own, I'm going to grant you the space and I'm going to focus up on me instead, you know? So Capricorn, you come out of this happy either way. You know, it sucks because you miss the friend, or you miss the lover, or you miss the family member. You know, you miss their naturally awesome selves, but because they're a little bit down right now and dealing with a lot, it's like, I'm going to wish you well. You do what you got to do, and hopefully time will suit this relationship well. But as for me, I'm going to focus on my 10 of Cups. I'm going to focus on building all the things in my life that I want to have, and I'm going to overall focus on my happiness, because that's what I deserve to have at this time. All right? All right, Capricorns. Listen, man, don't feel guilty. You're not doing anything wrong by giving this person space. You know, somebody can only be helped if they want to be. And if they're not contributing anything positive right now to the relationship that the both of you have, if they're just showing up like they want to be left alone and they want to work on their own selves, so be it. Let that happen. Don't continue to, you know, reach out a hand to somebody who's going to slap it away. All right. All right, Capricorns, much love to you. Wishing you guys the best in this specific situation. Keep doing what you can to live your best life here, moving throughout your July 2022. And we'll check in with you guys at the mid-month mark, okay? Also, guys, don't forget, there is a giveaway. There is a giveaway for the Looking Inward candle. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, you may have the chance to win a free candle here. So check out that giveaway. It's in the link in the description below. All right, y'all, much love. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.